Hello everyone. Today we can discuss a new topic, the industrial society and the social change, page number 26. You know that the political trends were signs of a new time. So we are going to discuss which topic now? Industrial society and social change. Industrial society and social change. Can see the political trends were signs or symbols of a new time. It was a time of profound social and economic changes. It was a time when new cities came up and new industrialized regions developed, railways expanded, and the industrial revolution occurred. So, what type of changes we can see there? New industrialized regions developed. That means earlier production occurred home based units. And now what happened? Production activities moved into factories or industries and trade developed. Movement of goods also developed. So what was the next thing? Transportation area, railways expanded, and a lot of changes, newer or innovations occurred in industries. That is why industrial revolution occurred. And because of this industrial revolution or industrialization, or it brought men, women, and children to factories. So, what happened? People from the rural areas they migrated to the area where the industries or factories set up. Then men, women, and children they moved to the factories to work. And what was the condition of work at that time? Working hours were long and wages were very poor. Unemployment was common, particularly the times of low demand for industrial goods. Another problem the workers face that housing facilities and sanitation facilities are also very less. Towns were growing rapidly, but there were problems of housing and sanitation facilities. So, for all these problems, liberals and radicals searched some solutions. At that time, most all cities were the property of the individuals. It was not owned by the government. Properties and the industries were owned by the individuals. Liberals and radicals themselves were often property owners and employers, having made their wealth through trade or industrial ventures. They felt that such efforts should be encouraged. So, these liberals, how they acquired wealth? Through trade or industrial ventures. And they realized that its benefits would be achieved if the workforce in the economy was healthy and citizens were educated. So, what they thought? Its benefits would be achieved. Which benefit? Because of the industrial benefits would be achieved if the workforce in the economy was healthy and citizens were educated. They opposed to the privileges the old aristocracy had by birth. Liberals and radicals opposed the privileges enjoyed by the old aristocracy. They believed in the value of individual effort, labor, and enterprise. Liberals and radicals believed in the value of individual effort, labor, and enterprise. According to them, freedom of individuals was ensured if the poor could labor and those with the capital could operate without restraint. So, what they need? Freedom of the individuals. Poor could work, and those who have capital they could operate without any restrictions, without any control. Then they believe that societies would develop. So for the development of societies, what is essential according to them? freedom of individuals, poor could work, those who with capital could operate without any restrictions. Many working women and men they wanted changes in the world, and they rallied around liberal and radical groups and parties in the early 19th century. That means those working men and women wanted changes. They rallied around whom? Liberals and radical groups and parties in the early 19th century. Some nationalists, liberals, and radicals they wanted changes, they wanted revolutions to put an end to the kind of government established in Europe in 1815. You know that what happened in the year 1815? Napoleon Bonaparte was defeated in the Waterloo War. After his defeat, new monarchical form of government or new conservative regimes were set up in Europe. They were autocratic in nature. So these liberals, nationalists, and the radicals, they wanted such type of governments established in Europe. In France, Italy, Germany, and Russia, they became revolutionaries and worked to overthrow existing monarchs. So, these liberal nationalists and radicals of Italy, Germany, and Russia, they become revolutionaries. You know, revolutionaries wished a complete change from the existing ruling system. So these revolutionaries they worked to overthrow the existing monarchs. Nationalists they talked of revolutions that would create nations where all citizens should have equal rights. Nationalists what they need the creation of nations. And what type of a nations where all citizens would have equal rights. After 1815, Giuseppe Mazzini. Who was Giuseppe Mazzini? He was an Italian revolutionary, an Italian nationalist. He entered secret talk with others to achieve this in Italy. So, what is his aim? To become a Italy want to become a nation state. So, to unify Italian states, Italy in Italian states, Giuseppe Mazzini worked a lot. Giuseppe Mazzini, he was an Italian revolutionary. What he need? Unified Italy. For this, he worked hard. So the nationalist elsewhere, including India, read his writings and the nationalists all over the Europe inspired by his writings. So dear students, go through this area one or two times and write the important points in your notebook. Thank you.